G'day, I'm Adam Collins. Welcome to Stories. I just saw the Avengers Age of Ultron the other night, and I wanted to share my reaction to the film. Now, this movie had some pretty big shoes to fill. The first Avengers movie was not only fantastic, but it was very popular. It got a lot of hype, because superheroes with their own established movies were being brought together into a common story. I don't think that had ever been done before. By the time the second one comes around, we've already been there once already, and we've already got the DC cinematic universe starting to come together as well. So this movie was always going to have to work a little bit harder. I liked how we launched straight into the action, with all the Avengers together working on a mission. It followed on very nicely from Captain America the Winter Soldier. The relationships between these characters have progressed nicely, both professionally, as we see with the way they work together in the field, and personally, as we see with the wonderful hammer lifting scene. I really enjoyed the new dynamic between them all. I also enjoyed the developing relationship between Agent Romanov and Bruce Banner. It'll be interesting to see how they continue to explore that in future movies. Now, Ultron came across as a little weak as a villain to me. I don't mean that he lacked power. He almost made the human race extinct after all. But I'm not sure his motivations were explored as well as they could have been. From the moment he was created, he was just evil, just because. The really interesting part of his character was that he was created by Tony Stark. This wasn't an outside invader like Loki. The threat was born very close to home. This was an interesting idea, but it wasn't as developed as it could have been. There was a line in the trailer. Tony says, "I'm sick of making other people pay for our mistakes." Now maybe I missed it, but I'm sure this line didn't make it into the movie. I was disappointed about that. This theme really needed exploring more. This was a huge mistake on Tony's part. He nearly ended the human race in his attempts to protect us. The character that really stood out to me this time was Hawkeye. In the first Avengers, he spent most of the movie as a bad guy. To me, he was just this bloke with a bow and arrow that kind of joined the team at the end. This time around, he was much better developed. We saw more of who he is as a person, even before his family showed up. I loved his line, "I've already done mind control, not a fan." The final scene was interesting. It seems they're assembling a new team of Avengers. That makes me wonder if they're planning to start retiring the original cast of characters. We know that Tony Stark will appear in the next Captain America movie. I hope that all the old favourites at least stick around for the Infinity War. So overall, I loved the movie. It was a fun thrill ride, and it connected well in with the overall arc of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Next stop, Ant-Man. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me at adamdavidcollins.com. And don't forget to sign up for my email list to get a copy of my free short story, A Horror Like No Other. Catch you next time!